Sore neck? Here comes a pill. Bad knee? Here comes a referral. Feeling wobbly? Just be careful. That is modern medicine. In a nutshell, treating what you feel, never asking why. And the real reason is almost always the same. Certain muscles have quietly stopped doing their job. When the muscles at the back of your neck weaken, your head slowly creeps forward like a turtle stretching its neck out. That is where the aching, the stiffness, and those evening headaches come from. The muscles between your shoulder blades are no different. When they fade, your shoulders roll inward, your chest closes up, and a simple deep breath suddenly takes real effort. Think about the last time stairs felt easy. That difficulty comes down to a small muscle just above your kneecap giving out, and then there is one tucked along the outer hip that most people have never even heard of. And when that one gives out, a damp floor stops being just a floor. It becomes a hazard. Every single step becomes a question mark. Hundreds of exercises exist. I sorted through all of them and kept only 6. 6 that go directly to the muscles causing these exact problems. Nothing added, nothing wasted. We are covering all 6 today from the base of your skull right down to the outer hip. All you need is a floor, a wall, and a sturdy chair. No special equipment, no gym, no weights whatsoever. One more thing, stay until the very end. The last movement looks almost embarrassingly simple. Your first reaction will be to skip it entirely. Please do not do that. Out of everything here, that one tends to surprise people the most. One attempt and you will feel a difference in the way you stand. You will find yourself asking why nobody ever showed you this before. First up, the lying shoulder blade squeeze. This one is for anyone whose neck starts throbbing by late afternoon, whose head feels increasingly heavy as the day goes on, and whose shoulders have been gradually creeping forward. This movement resets those shoulder blades and dissolves that built-up tension in just a couple of minutes. Lie face down on the floor. A rug, your bed, or a firm sofa all work perfectly fine. Stack both hands on top of each other and rest your forehead gently on them. Elbows point out to the sides. Neck completely relaxed, lower back soft and easy. Next, lift your head just a fraction, roughly 3 inches or about 8 centimeters off your hands. Keep your eyes looking downward toward the floor, not straight ahead. This detail matters more than it seems. Now, slide both hands out from under your forehead. Slowly open your arms out to the sides and angle them slightly behind you, keeping a gentle bend at the elbows throughout. No need to fully straighten your arms. From above, your arms should now resemble the letter W. Now the most important part. Draw your shoulder blades together, pulling them back and downward at the same time. Picture a small pencil lying between those two bones and imagine trying to hold it in place by squeezing inward. You should feel a definite tension between your shoulder blades and across your upper back. Those are precisely the muscles we are waking up after years of inactivity. Hold that squeeze for 2 to 3 seconds. Keep breathing normally throughout. Do not hold your breath. Then slowly release. Lower both arms back down and slide your hands underneath your forehead, returning to where you started. Let your forehead sink back into your palms and allow your whole body to go limp for a moment. That completes 1 repetition. Let's work through it together now. Starting position, forehead, resting on your hands. Ready? Head comes up, arms open wide to the sides, shoulder blades pull back and down. Then lower smoothly and rest. Once more, head rises, arms spread out, shoulder blades draw backward and downward. Come back down and breathe. Complete 6 to 8 repetitions per set. Rest for 30 to 40 seconds, then go through a second set of 6 to 8 repetitions. Now let's talk about what goes wrong. Common mistake. Number 1, lifting from the lower back. Many people end up raising not just their head, but their entire chest, curving upward like a cobra rising from a basket. That is not what we are doing here. This is not a Superman pose. Your chest stays almost flat against the floor the entire time. Only the shoulder blades are doing the work. Feel strain in your lower back? You have come up too far. Drop down slightly. Mistake 2, tilting the chin upward. Most people instinctively lift their chin and look forward when opening their arms. That compresses the delicate bones in your neck. Think of gently holding an orange under your chin. Keep it lightly tucked with eyes directed downward. Mistake 3, rushing. When you jerk through the motion, the deep stabilizing muscles never engage. Lift slowly, squeeze and hold, then lower back down with the same control. Count 6 to 8 seconds for every single rep. Faster than that, and you are cheating yourself out of the benefit. Moving on to the second movement, the lying head lift. You know that feeling where your head seems to get heavier as the day wears on? That dull throb at the base of your skull by evening? That forward chin jutting out like a tortoise? All of it traces back to the same culprit. The small, deep muscles at the front of your neck have gone completely dormant. This movement gently reawakens them without putting a single ounce of pressure on your spine. Stay on the floor and flip onto your back. Stretch your legs out straight or bend your knees slightly, whatever your body finds most comfortable right now. Arms rest loosely at your sides. Let your neck feel long and open. Tuck your chin just slightly, not forced, completely relaxed. Eyes gazing up at the ceiling above you. Here is where you need to pay careful attention. This movement is tiny, but it must be done precisely. Slowly raise your head off the floor just a small amount, no more than a couple of centimeters. Think of it as your head floating upward rather than being lifted. Your neck stays long and relaxed the whole time. Nothing else moves. Just the head rising ever so slightly off the surface. Then bring it back down with full control and no dropping. Together now. On your back, neck long, chin level, head floats up, hold 1, 2, and ease it back down. Rest briefly. Then again, head floats up, hold 1, 2, lower down. A slight burning or trembling in those muscles is completely normal. They simply have not been asked to work in a long time. If you feel sharp tension at the back of your neck or any pain, reduce the range of motion. 10 repetitions, 30 seconds rest, then a second set of 10. Mistake number 1, lifting too high. This is not a sit-up. Your shoulders must stay on the floor the entire time. The moment they begin peeling off the surface, your head has gone too far. Scale it back down. Mistake 2, yanking the chin down toward the chest. Many people do this without realizing it, and it puts unwanted pressure directly on the discs between your neck bones. Keep your chin in a neutral, relaxed position. The crown of your head reaches upward, not the chin pulling downward. That distinction feels small, but makes an enormous difference. Mistake 3, jerking the movement. Your head weighs somewhere between 8 and 11 pounds. That is 4 to 5 kilograms sitting on top of your neck. Any sudden jerk sends a shock through the entire neck. Every single repetition needs to be so unhurried that someone watching from across the room would barely notice you moving at all. Exercise 3. Wall push-ups. Finding it harder to push yourself up from a low chair? Struggling with a heavy door? Reaching out to catch yourself when you lose balance? Your upper body strength has been quietly fading. All you need is a wall to rebuild it safely. And for the first time today, we are getting up onto our feet. Find a clear stretch of wall with nothing in the way. This is your equipment. Face the wall and press both palms flat against it at chest height. Not up near your face, not down near your stomach, precisely at chest level. Hands positioned slightly wider than your shoulders. Fingers pointing upward. Now take one step back, maybe a step and a half. Your body should lean toward the wall at a gentle angle with both heels firmly on the floor. From the top of your head all the way down to your heels, your body forms one continuous straight line. Lock that position in your memory. That is where we begin. Now slowly bend both elbows and let your chest drift toward the wall. Here is the detail that most people get wrong. Your elbows should not flare out to the sides. Instead, angle them at roughly 45 degrees from your body, somewhere between straight out and tucked in. Lower yourself toward the wall until you feel a gentle opening across your chest. Getting your chest all the way to the wall is not required. That range will develop naturally over time. Then push smoothly back to your starting position without any jerking or rushing. That completes one repetition. Let us go through it together. Palms on the wall, body in one straight line. Slowly lower toward the wall. Now push back and straighten the arms. Again, lower down and push back up. Good. One more down, no hurrying, and push back up. Aim for 8 to 12 repetitions per set. Rest 30 to 40 seconds. Then complete a second set of 8 to 12 repetitions. Mistake number 1, the lower back sagging. If your stomach starts drifting toward the wall and your back curves inward, your lower back is compensating for a weak core. Draw your belly button gently inward and firm up your midsection. Your body needs to stay as rigid as a wooden plank from head to heel. If holding that feels too difficult, simply step closer to the wall. Mistake number 2, shoulders creeping up toward the ears. As the arms tire, the shoulders naturally rise and dump all the strain onto your neck. Before every single repetition, consciously roll your shoulders down and draw your shoulder blades lightly together. Mistake number 3, moving too quickly. When you drop toward the wall and spring back without control, the muscles barely do any real work at all. Take 3 full seconds lowering toward the wall, pause briefly, then 2 seconds pushing back. Control matters far more than speed here. Exercise 4. Seated leg extension with footwork. Knees that feel unreliable underfoot and legs that puff up by late afternoon, this single movement strengthens the key muscle shielding your knee joint and gets circulation moving all the way down to your toes. Pull a chair over and take a seat. Spine upright, not leaning back into the backrest. Position yourself toward the front edge of the seat. Both feet flat on the floor, hands resting loosely on your thighs, knees forming a right angle. Now listen carefully because this movement has several distinct phases, and each one serves its own specific purpose. Phase 1, slowly extend your right leg out in front of you. No swinging, no momentum. Straighten the knee gradually until your leg is almost fully extended. Phase 2, foot movements. With your leg held straight, point your toes away from you like a dancer reaching through the foot. Feel your calf tighten and hold for a moment. Then pull your toes back toward the ceiling. Notice how the front of your shin fires up and the stretch along the back of your leg deepens. Phase 3, hold at that top position for 1 to 2 seconds. Now actively squeeze your thigh muscle as firmly as you can, locking the knee out completely straight as though your leg were a taut piece of string. Hold that for 1 second. Phase 4, slowly bend your knee and lower your foot back to the floor with full control. No dropping. Lower just as slowly as you lift. 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. Together now. Straighten the right leg. Toes point away. Pull the foot back toward you. Squeeze the thigh at the top. Then lower with full control until the foot touches the floor quietly. Again, straighten, toes forward, foot back, squeeze, and slowly down. Now, the left leg. Straighten, toes away, foot toward you, squeeze, and lower down with the same control. 8 to 10 repetitions each leg. Rest 30 seconds, then repeat for a second set. Mistake number 1, leaning backward. When the leg tires, the body naturally cheats by tilting the torso back, which shifts the load away from the thigh entirely. Keep your spine upright. If that becomes too difficult, reduce your repetitions rather than sacrificing your form. Mistake number 2, letting the leg drop. Simply releasing the leg and letting gravity do the work robs you of half the benefit. The lowering phase is where a significant portion of the strengthening actually happens. Own every inch of that descent. Exercise 5. Sit to stand from a chair. If pushing off the armrest or using your hands has become your normal way of getting up from a seat, your leg muscles have lost a significant amount of strength. This movement trains the exact action you perform dozens of times throughout every single day and gives you back that independence. Choose a solid chair with a firm seat. Position your feet shoulder-width apart, that is your foundation. Knees facing forward, spine tall and upright. For the standard version, extend both arms straight out in front of you for balance. Here is how the movement works. Begin by hinging forward from the hips, keeping your back completely straight the whole time. Your nose should travel forward until it sits roughly above your toes. That forward lean is what transfers your weight onto your feet. Once the weight has shifted, drive through your heels and rise slowly to fully standing. Knees straightened, shoulders rolled back and open. Now, the part that matters most, sitting back down. Push your hips backward first and lower yourself toward the seat with complete control. Do not collapse into the chair. Fight gravity on the way down because that slow, resisted lowering is where the real strengthening happens. 3 full seconds going down. Land on the seat as softly as possible. If that feels easy, raise the bar. Fold both arms across your chest. Now your arms contribute nothing and all the work falls entirely on your thighs and glutes. Arms crossed, lean forward, push up to standing, then lower back down slowly. Feel that difference? That is a completely different level of effort. Managing it with arms crossed means your legs are stronger than you thought. 8 to 12 repetitions, rest 30 to 40 seconds, then a second set. Mistake number 1, rising without leaning forward first. Skipping that forward shift dumps the entire load onto your knees and lower back. That forward lean is what makes rising easier and protects your joints from unnecessary stress. Nose over toes first, then push up. Mistake 2, dropping back into the chair. People stand up carefully, then simply plop back down. That sudden landing sends a jolt straight through the spine. Push hips back and lower with full control. 3 seconds down, every single time. Exercise 6. Standing hip circles. Taking shorter steps lately. Hesitating on slippery floors. Wobbling when you change direction. Your hip joint is gradually losing its range of motion. This movement lubricates that joint, activates your glutes, and trains your balance all in one go. Position yourself beside a chair or wall and rest one hand lightly on the surface. No gripping, no leaning, just a gentle touch for reassurance. The less weight you place on that support, the harder your stabilizing muscles have to work. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed downward. Shift your full body weight onto one leg and let the other hang completely free. Now slowly raise the free knee forward, not high, just to a comfortable level. For some people, that means waist height. For others, it sits just above mid-thigh. Either is perfectly fine. Here comes the interesting part. From that raised position, begin drawing a slow circle with your knee. The knee travels outward to the side, swings gently backward, then returns to the front as though you are slowly stirring something in a very large pot. Unhurried, smooth, no jerking whatsoever. Keep the circles small and controlled. There is absolutely no need to swing your knee up high. What truly matters here is that your torso stays completely still throughout. Your pelvis does not tilt or rock. Your shoulders do not sway, only the hip and knee are moving. Let us go through it together. Hand on the support, all your weight on the left leg. Lift the right knee forward and begin circling outward. Knee drifts to the side, travels backward, and returns to the front. That is one circle. Again, outward, backward, and forward. Now reverse the direction with the same knee. The circle goes inward this time. Knee crosses toward the center, moves backward, swings outward, and returns forward. Circling in the opposite direction targets different muscle fibers within the same hip. Think of it as cleaning out the joint from every angle. Lower your leg, give it a gentle shake, switch your support hand, and repeat the whole sequence on the other side. 6 to 8 circles outward and 6 to 8 circles inward on each leg. Rest 30 seconds, then complete a second set. The whole exercise takes around 3 minutes. Mistake number 1, swaying the torso. Leaning sideways to lift the knee higher transfers all the stress into your lower back. Your upper body must remain completely still. Picture yourself as a solid post planted in the ground with only the hip joint doing the moving. Mistake number 2, circles that are too large. A wide, sweeping circle causes you to lose control and wobble. Begin with something roughly the size of a dinner plate. Small, slow, and controlled will always outperform large and sloppy. And that is all 6 movements, neck to hip, every muscle that quietly deteriorates after 50. Show up for this 3 times a week, and your body will begin reminding you what it is still fully capable of doing.